Hello guys and welcome back to another class of our course about data analysis with Python. So basically, until now we just talked, we had an introduction to data analysis, and now we are gonna talk about the first tool that we are gonna use in practically, and this is the Jupyter Notebook. So in today's class we are gonna talk about all the theoretical side of this app, or well, of this tool that we are going to use. And in the next class, we are gonna practice by writing down some lines of code in Python, of course. So let's start. Basically, it's pretty simple. The first thing that you guys will need to do is open up your Anaconda Navigator and then go into your Jupyter Notebook. So just click on Launch, and what it's going to do, it's gonna open up a folder directly on your internet browser. So very simple. The first thing you need to understand, guys, is how everything works. So basically you have three tabs right here. You have your files, your runnings, and your clusters. Basically your files are all the files that are imported from your computer. So right here I have all my files that are imported. Running is all the files that are right now running. So in this case, if you have any terminal, any Python terminal that is running, or any notebook that is running, you're gonna see it inside of your running, and those are your cluster. So basically, let's come back to our file folder, which will be our most important one. So basically, if you want to select files, well, it's pretty simple. You can just click here to select them. To see the type of files that you guys can have, in this case, you can have folders, which everybody should have. So all the folders that you have on your computer. So if you want to select all the folders, simply click on the folders and you will be able to select them. The second one will be the notebooks that you can maybe have. So if, for example, you created some notebooks for past Python projects or any data analysis projects, you should have them here. As you can see, I don't have them, but if you do, well, it's possible. Next thing would be your running. So all your running notebooks or running Python apps should be here. Once again, I don't have some, so you can't really see them. I have 0. And finally, all the files that are open. So in this case, I only have one, advanced IP scanner. So in this case, this is the only file that I have running. So if you guys have some other files, well, you will be able to select them this way. After that, when you select the file, you can do a lot of things with it. You can rename it, you can move the file, you can download it if you want to download it. You can view it, you can edit it as well, because it's on your computer directly. So it's pretty cool. Those are really the basics of it. After that, here you can place your files by name. So once again, it's pretty simple, by date or by file size. If you guys want to upload some new files, it's pretty simple. It's gonna be here. So you simply click on upload and you will be able to upload any new file that you want. If you want to create a new folder, you can create a new folder. You will be able to create, well, a simple folder, or it could be something pretty cool, like for example, a Python 3 folder. So right here, it will be inside of a notebook. So you simply click on it and you will be able to create it. You can create a text folder. So in this case, it's going to be automatically saved. You can create a folder, so once again, a normal folder like this one right here. You can create it and it's going to be automatically named unnamed folder, or untitled folder. I personally don't remember. And finally, you can generate a terminal. So once again, if you want to work on a terminal, you can do it. Last thing right here, if you want to refresh everything, you can do it simply by clicking this button right there. And basically, until now, you guys try to understand why we use Jupyter. Well, basically, the workflow inside of a data analysis project is pretty simple. The first step will be to create a notebook for your project. So in this case, well, not right now because we're just talking about the theory part. But basically, the first thing that you guys will do is simply creating a notebook for your project. So in this case, you'll write down your code and everything. After that, you will add analysis, step coding, and the outputs to your notebook. So absolutely everything would be here. And finally, you will add your business and all other analytics to your notebook, which will complete your project as a whole. For the security of Jupyter, since it becomes more and more popular on the internet, or well, it's a popular tool, The security that this tool uses, well, they have some security models that are in place. The first one would be untrusted HTML will always be sanitized. This means they will clean all untrusted HTML. So if you have any HTML code that is not clean, it will be sanitized. JavaScripts that are not trusted will not be executed. So once again, if you have some external JavaScript, it will not trust it and will execute it. All HTML and JavaScripts that are in Markdown cells will not be trusted. So very important to know that HTML, JavaScript, and the JavaScript that are in Markdown cells are not trusted. The output that are generated by the user are trusted. So everything that you guys will create and generate at the end, let's say at the end of the project or at the end of a certain part of the project, will be trusted, because once again, this is you who created the project. And any other HTML or JavaScript, it could be in Markdown cells, output generated by others, or anything related that it's not you who created personally, will never be trusted. So let's say, for example, you import a project that someone else created on your project. Well, it's not going to be trusted because it's not like you who created it. So this is for the security model around Jupyter. So right now you guys have some basic and really low and basic knowledge of Jupyter. So you know how everything here works. So basically to import documents and how to store documents and everything. And the next step will really be to work with Jupyter, and this is what we are going to talk about in our next class. So that's it for this class, guys, and see you all in our next class.